Everybody, welcome to Excel video 406. I'm Nate Moore. I've helped 3 different groups this week that have physical therapy departments, and what we're trying to do is make them profitable and accountable, making sure that we're keeping track of discharge notes or progress notes, and we're making sure that things are profitable and being recorded and visits per therapist and all that good stuff. When you're ready to take a piece of your business and make sure it's profitable and accountable, I'd love to help you. What I want to do today is work with some of the things that the macro recorder has built over the past couple Excel videos. I want to show you what the VBA code looks like, how to get there, and just get our feet wet around VBA code, or Visual Basic for applications. Alt F11 is the shortcut that takes you to Visual Basic for applications. And if we just kind of look around here for a minute, here are the objects or the worksheets in our workbook. You'll see the different names of the sheets here, and then down here there are some modules, and that's where we're going to play. Module 1, if we double click that to open it, this is the first macro we did, and as we're recording macros, remember Excel in the background is keeping track of what we do and writing the Visual Basic for applications code behind the scenes for us. So there's module 1, and here's module 2, and without getting terribly intimidated or worrying about, hey, what does this do or whatever, I just want to walk through it and show you what's going on. Let's come back to module 1. This was our test macro, and notice the apostrophe or the single quote here. These are comments, and so the test macro in our description, this is a test. Notice that the keyboard shortcut that's built into this is also a comment. I can't change this A to a B and make Control-Shift-B be the new keyboard shortcut for the macro. That's not the place to do it. This is a comment, and we can look and see what it does here. You can see that it's going to select a range and clear the contents, and then it's going to select this other range from A2 to A16, and it's going to format the numbers with month, date, and 4-digit year. Then we can see it select the range, and we're going to provide a formula here, and don't get worked up about that formula. We're going to talk about what these references mean in future Excel videos, and then we're going to format it as a currency. And if we come over here, we could look at module 2 this way, or we can come from the window and look at it that way. This is the macro we were playing with, where we went absolute and then relative references. And so we select a range, and then we select it all the way to the bottom, the end and down, cleared the contents, went back to the top, and then this offset helps us move around the worksheet. And again, we're going to talk more about offsets when we get there. And then we select a range, we format with a similar kind of command as what we had in our earlier macro. And then offset's going to move us around again and get to a different place on the spreadsheet, and that's what all this is doing. And we're going to get step by step through this as we go further into these Excel videos. But all we're doing is moving to the cell we want to go to, and again, we're putting a formula here that we're going to work with. We're going to deal with this R2C2 syntax for cell references in future Excel videos. We're going to format as a currency, and we're done. So again, I don't want to get too worked up about what does each of these lines do. What I want to show you is the macro recorder can build most of the work for us, especially if we follow the tricks that we went through in the last couple Excel videos. If we play by those sets of rules and we move around carefully, we don't use auto sum, some of those kind of things, the macro recorder will get us close to these, and then what we're going to do is we're going to work through what this stuff does so that we can build them on our own. That's just an introduction to what Alt F11 does when you look at the code written by the macro recorder. What I want to do in the next Excel video is run these things. One way to do it is like we had over here. You can do a keyboard shortcut, but there are a couple other ways to run macros. We're going to talk about that in the next Excel video. Thanks for watching.